Take a look at how crazy that thing is. That thing is so awesome. Oh, look at it. It's got its mouth open. It's definitely in that threat posture right there. Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome to the vlog. It's a leopard gecko day today, and I'm going to be talking about a handful of leopard gecko things because guess what? It is leopard gecko breeding season. Of course, this is a Mac Snow Tremper albino, and actually all four females in this cage are Mac Snow Tremper albinos. And I'm going to talk about like how we set things up, why we set them this way, how we breed them, and all that stuff in today's vlog. It's a little bit of an educational vlog, but I hope that you guys will enjoy it. Of course, these are some beauties here. Woo, doggy! Look at that gecko right there. We have so many amazing geckos, and it is going to be a really special breeding season. And as you can see, I'm going to give you kind of a real quick lowdown of how we actually keep these animals, and it's pretty simple. This is basically printless newspaper. We have a dish that we put dusted mealworms in all the time, fresh water, and what we have here is actually a little bit of a moist box, hide box, and a nest box, and it's just basically a shoe box with of course a hole cut in it, and then we have Reptile Prime fine blend for the bedding, and we keep it a little bit damp. You can see it's a little damp on this side and a little dry on this side. That way it gives them an opportunity, and it's about 1.5 inches thick, so they can actually get in there, get some humidity, and also when they're due to lay eggs, they can actually excavate that bedding out and lay their eggs, and that saves the eggs so that when we collect them, that they're still completely fine. And again, we have some crazy cool geckos here. Of course, this is just a Tremper Super Snow. I mean, there are a million different color phases, and I absolutely love them all. And this is just one more mutation. This is a Tremper Super Snow white and yellow. You can see it's just a little bit more blown out as far as the patterning goes. And that's one of the things that's so incredible about leopard geckos is that you can just produce so many different flavors and colors in 1 year, and they raise up really quick. So it only takes about a year to get a baby from a little hatchling all the way to breeder. I mean, take a look at these beauties right here. Oh, doggy. Those are some bold snow white and yellows and some bold Mac Snows right there. And as you can see, we'll keep 4 females in a cage just like this. Now let's go ahead and just step back for 1 second. This, of course, is kind of the standard when it comes to breeding leopard geckos. All the big leopard gecko colonies kind of keep stuff like this, either 3 or 4 females per cage, and then they cycle a male through, and then in kind of minimalistic setup so that you can easily clean them, keep an eye on them, and keep them really healthy. Because leopard geckos, it's really important about keeping them clean, keeping the food clean, and keeping everything kind of going. You want them to be as fat as possible, but that doesn't mean that you can't breed them in a different setup. You can certainly have a 10-gallon aquarium. You can have whatever you want to have. You can keep 1 per cage. I'm not telling you that this is the right way to do it. What I'm telling you is that this is kind of the industry standard for breeding leopard geckos. But again, that doesn't mean that you have to follow my lead. I'm just giving you the advice of what we do here and what we've been successful doing. And of course, Jessica is our gecko master here. So these are all the males that you have lined up, right?
Yep, these are all the males that we're going to be breeding this year.
Now, how many males per female do we typically go?
About 12 females per male.
That's right, and I've heard that some people can literally breed a male to up to 20 females, believe it or not. So we don't stretch them that far, but yeah, a male will literally go to about 12 females. So what's the process? I mean, every day you switch these males?
No, so each male has 3 groups, and it is basically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Give them the weekend off so they can like eat their own food and they're not taking up all the females' food and all that. Just so everyone gets enough and everyone's keeping up their weight and everything like that.
And that's one of the things that you have to be really careful about. Males will kind of breed themselves to death. So if you start to see your male get really skinny tailed, his fat reserves are kind of going away, give him some time off. Do not want to overbreed a male for sure. And the truth is that they will retain sperm for a long time. So some people only get 1 breeding and then shelf the male for the rest of the year. We'll continue to breed because the later clutches start to get fertility issues if you don't.
Geckos are really weird too because like some females will retain sperm, some won't. Like my gargoyle didn't retain sperm and had a bunch of slugs after she had a good clutch. So some retain it, some don't.
Yeah, that's really weird. And again, that goes back to what we always talk about. It's more of an art than a science. If you think every gecko is going to retain sperm, maybe you have 4 females, maybe 3 of them are laying fur eggs, but one of them is slugging out every time, so it needs to get rebred, if that makes any sense. Go ahead and take us through the process of what you do here.
Okay. So I've got 6 buckets set up because it would just take a really long time if I was taking 1 male, putting it in here, and then walking back and doing it over and over again.
So that's a great trick. In order to move 6 males, you can just use little buckets like this. Put each male in its own bucket, go ahead and cart it to the females' racks wherever they go, put them in.
That right there, so I know who this is.
Oh, that's a great idea. So that's, you can see guys, we have breeder tags on each of those animals. So when Jessica's putting them in the bucket, she's actually sticking the breeder tag here. So that way you can't accidentally mix up a male, which is something that I would probably do. And again, we've got a little beautiful bold bell here, a little jungle bell here, and you can kind of see she can get 6 males in with females relatively quickly. With any luck, how long do you think it'll be before we'll start seeing eggs?
I would say about 2 weeks, just because I've already seen like a couple slugs, so like they should be ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah, and basically it does happen quick. I mean, they come out of hibernation, they breed, they lay eggs. Sometimes that first clutch can be infertile because we haven't got the males in quick enough, and then the second clutches start getting better. So regardless, we're definitely going to have some eggs pretty soon. Not long after that, baby gecko. So you have your work cut out for you. Enjoy it. I know you'll kill it this year.
God, it's only going to be like, what, 2.5 months till babies?
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy to think baby season's right around the corner, people. So that's it for geckos for the day, but I am kind of house sitting or reptile sitting or babysitting, whatever you want to call it. My buddy Ben and Lorenzo's collection, they're out of town for a few days, and I'm going to head over and just make sure their collection is cool. They gave me permission to film a few things while I'm there, so thank you guys for that. They have an amazing collection, so what do you say we head over there and just kind of see what's going on in their collection, and hopefully everything goes well over there, because now I feel responsible. Okay, so you guys may remember I've come here a couple times. My good friends Ben and Lorenzo are out of town. They've asked me to come over and just kind of keep an eye on their collection, and I tell you what, I'm like a kid in a candy store. It is so amazing, man. Take a look at these emerald tree boas right here. Oh my god, look at the size of the head on that one right there. That has a chomper on it, that's for sure. And of course, this particular pair is the one that produced these babies that I'm about to show you. And here they are after a good little spray down. Look at this one right here. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. It's one of those ones that's kind of in between green and red. This one still has quite a bit of its red neonate color here, and then this one was actually born green. That's right, the majority of them are actually born red and then they change green, but sometimes some of them be born green like this, and look at how big that chunky monkey is compared to some of these other ones. Holy cow, those things are great. And this was another one that was born green, and then look at that right there. That one is a real beautiful little red baby that just has a little bit of green spotting coming in. He had 6 babies and they are absolutely all breathtaking. I hope that he produces more because they've been breeding this year, because I'm going to have to talk him out of one of these animals when I get the zoo open for sure. These things are incredible. Can you guys see this cute little dude down here? That's an alligator snapping turtle, and it actually eats pellets. So let's go ahead and feed it a couple pellets and see what it does. Oh my gosh, is that freaking awesome or what? Oh my gosh. I think it's awesome that he's so brazen that he'll eat right out. I'll just drop some pellets in and he just goes right up and take a look. Oh my gosh. that is such a cute little guy. And it's so funny that Bowser was once that small. That is so freaking cool. They also have this beautiful green tree python right here that we're gonna give a little mist to, as well as another beautiful emerald tree boa up here. We're just gonna mist these guys down so not only the humidity goes up a little bit, but sometimes they like to drink the mist as well. So let's go ahead and just give them a little spritz. Of course, his little parrot snake right here. Take a look at how crazy that thing is. That thing is so awesome. Oh, look at it. It's got its mouth open. It's definitely in that threat posture right there. Again, I'm just going to give this a little spray down just to keep the humidity up. I want to make sure that it's really hydrated while my friends are gone. Gotta give that cute little dude some more veggies over here. He's so cute. Look at him. Oh my gosh, that's a Euromastix, guys, and that is a cool one. I feel kind of bad just kind of hanging out playing with all these amazing snakes, but he has a bunch of stuff that I don't work with, and I just am having a time of my life messing with this stuff. And for the record, I talked to Ben and made sure that it was okay that I filmed here, that I shared the experience, and he was like, sure, no problem. They are great people, great friends of mine. I love them to death, and they certainly have a lot of amazing animals. animals. I mean, take a look at this white-lipped python. This is actually the black phase. I mean, that thing is absolutely gorgeous. And a lot of times these guys are slightly aggressive, but this one is really puppy dog tame. That thing is incredible. I used to work with these guys years and years ago, and every time I come over Ben and Lorenzo's place, I see these guys and it makes me want to work with them again. And of course, I absolutely love these guys right here. These, of course, are temple vipers or Wagler's vipers. I mean, look at how incredible they are. And Ben only works with a couple temple vipers. That's the only venomous stuff that he's working with, but I tell you, that is just a gorgeous, gorgeous snake. Back here at the shop, everything looked good over at my buddy's place, and it's funny, all the leopard gecko males are now with the females, and literally, as you kind of walk by, you can hear just a little tail wagging, and that's basically what happens is the males get in there and they'll wag their tails, and that's kind of a courtship. So it's kind of funny when you walk around, you kind of hear that rattle, almost like a rattlesnake all along the geckos. I cannot wait for gecko eggs. I mean, this is going to be a really interesting year because we have a lot of incredible new animals that we're breeding. And speaking of breeding, tomorrow we get male colubrids in with female colubrids for the first time in the year. So it's kind of like the similar thing with the leopard geckos with the males. The first time they get in, they typically breed pretty quickly. And unlike pythons and boas that can sometimes take hours before they try to lock up, in a lot of cases with colubrids, as soon as you put them in, they will breed within like 5 minutes. So it's pretty interesting how quick it happens. But you never want to count your chickens before they hatch. Look at this incredible crimson scaleless. As they start to get some size to them, oh my gosh, these things are doing amazing and are looking prettier and prettier. And with that said, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. It's been a really long day, had a lot of work to do today. We have some fun later on this week. I'm hoping to travel to a couple collections in Ohio this week, if that works out. Fingers crossed, because there's a couple really cool collections I cannot wait to share with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope that you have an amazing day or night or whenever you happen to be watching this. Your support is incredible and I love you guys so much. Can you do me a couple favors before we get out of here? Can you smash that like button as well as turn those post notifications on? I keep saying this, if you don't have the notification bell turned on, you will not know when I upload a video, which is every day, 7 days a week at 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Remember to be kind to someone today, and I promise I'm going to see you guys tomorrow.